Okay, so now let's go into question and answers here. I don't have anyone that's typed any questions into the question box. So if you have a question, again, you have two options at this point. Oh, okay, I guess I do have a question. But you have two options at this point for any questions. One, you can type it into the question box, and I'll answer it that way. Or if you click on that little hand button and you have a microphone, I will unmute your microphone and you can ask me the question. The first question that I have that was typed in is, what about YouTube? Okay, YouTube is another incredible, and it is a social media spot, for lack of a better terms, but and YouTube is really an incredible opportunity. And I would certainly include it in here. The reason that I didn't include it as the main three is because it does require you to produce a video. Okay, and I'm going to be putting on another webinar here in the future where we're going to talk just about YouTube and using it. But it's an incredible opportunity just because it indexes so fast. I put a video up there the other day, and it was indexed into the YouTube search engine or whatever within 10 minutes. Okay, I put 3 videos out there, and I syndicated them out to other websites as well a few weeks ago, and within 7 days I had developed 2,600 backlinks. So YouTube can be an incredible social media site as well. The trick to it is, you know, you can write some text. You can write a tweet. That's simple, okay? And I wanted to keep this simple. You can write a tweet. There's not much to writing a tweet. Blog posts a little more difficult just because of the number of words there, and you can go out and you can find somebody to do that for you relatively inexpensively. And the same thing with Facebook. You can put videos up on Facebook, and you can put audio up there. But you know, at a basic level, you can get the text in there pretty simply and pretty easily. YouTube is a little more complexity because you've got to overcome that thing of producing a video, which isn't much really, because I mean you can take a video with your video camera and anymore. It's so easy to put videos together. And if you don't like to be in front of the camera, you can actually edit videos with free software and put, you know, slideshows up and just talk while you're doing it with kind of a PowerPoint presentation kind of a thing. But yes, very, very powerful tool, and probably the very next thing that I would be looking at really hard on my things to do. The next question is, where can you get Hootsuite? And the answer is Hootsuite.com. If you just go to Hootsuite.com, I think they have a free package, or you know, if you want to have more sites on there, you can actually subscribe. It's not a whole heck of a lot of money. I think even for the first level up, the subscribed I think is $5 a month or something. So there are some other package. One of the ones I'm looking at right now is called iContact, and iContact combines two things together. I'm just doing a trial of that one, but it provides you with this mailing list that we're talking about. So you can do mass mailings, and you can do autoresponders and all that kind of stuff with the mass mail thing for your mailing list. But now they've just added a new module recently that also allows you to pre-program, again, your social media content. And I haven't tried that yet. I noticed that they just came out with it, and I haven't had a chance. I've signed up for the trial, but I haven't played with it yet. So there are lots more tools coming to allow you to do that. Okay. The next question is there a way to export the lists of people that you're connected to? Okay, let's take those individually. If you look at, and the answer is pretty much the same across the boards, but let's just use Twitter and as an example. Okay, when people sign up to Twitter, their information is really not public. Okay, so everyone uses their Twitter handle, their name that they made up. Okay, and so when they link to you, what you're going to see is their Twitter handle. And that does not give you a lot of information, okay? you can export that information, and you can get out of it, a list of all the Twitter handles you've got, but there's not really too much you can do with that. And that's really what makes this whole thing work, okay? If you've got somebody that wants to sign up to your mailing list directly, they're going to be a little hesitant because they don't know you, okay? They're apprehensive. So what makes this whole thing work is the anonymity. They can go out and visit your Twitter page. They can get your tweets. They can actually move to the next level and have you start sending your tweets to them without giving you too much. So they're not risking much, okay? So what you're doing is you're building a relationship. This is all relationship building, and that's what makes this work. So you can get their Twitter handles. You can get their Facebook names, but it's not the only way to really start getting the information where you can start getting them is to move up to the next level. I mean, you start with, just a little piece of information at a time. They're just taking a little risk. That fish is just nibbling on the bait, and they just, maybe that's a bad description because we're not really hooking them. Hopefully, in your business, you're helping people when they come to you. And I like to look at my business for that way. I'm not hooking them, but I'm actually helping them. And so, but I'm getting them to a level of trust. I'm slowly building trust and confidence. They don't have to make that decision immediately, okay? They can try me out a little bit. They can learn what I'm like. They can get my information and try to see, how much I really know before they start giving me and making a risk by giving me more of their private information. So, so that's a complicated answer, but I guess you have to work your way up the ladder. So, okay. Got that. Next question. Can EasyNet Tools have a simple tutorial on how to add social media icons to your website? And that's a good thought. And we will work on that. It's not too complicated. I could probably just have tech support produce a little video or tutorial on how to add those, because when you set up a Twitter account, you want to go through every page of your website and put a link to your Twitter account and to your Facebook account on your website. So that's a good thought and a good comment. And I will talk to tech support and see if I can get them to put together a quick little tutorial on how to do that. So appreciate that comment. Okay, we have any more questions? Type them in or raise your hand and we can talk about it. So don't see any more coming right away. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up today's webinar. Hopefully everyone has learned the importance of social media marketing and how to build a basic social media marketing machine.